Hi, welcome to the video. I hope you're doing well, and I hope this finds you in good health. So this video is a little segment I like to call, Ironing Talks with Jayden. And basically it's just gonna be me talking to the camera, venting about my first world problems that I'm actually really lucky to have. And there's no sarcasm there. I really am lucky to be able to have these problems that I'm going to talk about. And I just want to talk about life. I think it's good for everybody to vent. And this is just my way of doing it. So today I'm just going to be ironing some of my clothes and talking to you guys about what's going on in my life. Why is this leaking, dog? Okay, so we had some technical difficulties, but we're back on track. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is just talking about, what I've been up to. So recently I've been super blessed and lucky to be having a nice part-time job that I actually enjoy going to, and then also getting some photography gigs and videography gigs. So I actually just helped my buddy Jacob, also known as Tiny Tapes, shoot a music video, and that was actually the first music video that I've helped on. And that was super fun, and I'm super glad, and I'm super grateful that he, brought me on the scene and on the set, show me what it's all about. So if you're watching this, man, shout out to you. That it really means a lot to me. The second thing I wanted to talk about is like letting go. So I'm such a hypocrite because I think I tell my friends this all the time, is like, sometimes you just gotta let go, you just gotta let it happen. I am so bad at that. Oftentimes I feel that sometimes we're just trying to pursue something or go after something that we know is not good for us, and we know that it's toxic for us. And it's a lot easier said than done, for sure. Like I said, I'm like one of the biggest hypocrites when it comes to this stuff because I'm really bad at knowing when to let go. That's my spill on like letting go and stuff. I really I think that's such a big thing, is just learning, when enough is enough, knowing your self-worth, as cheesy as it sounds. I'm really grateful of even these bad experiences that I have, or these people that I meet that we end up going our separate ways. I'm never going to hate on them. Yeah, I mean, some people have treated me like trash and whatnot, but at the end of the day, everything is a learning experience. And I was listening to this podcast the other day, and it was basically saying, you shouldn't be mad at them, you should appreciate them, because they're teaching you something about yourself, and they're making you a better person, even though it might, it probably feels really trash in the moment and whatnot. These relationships that you have, you're learning. There's, yes, there's bad experiences that you have, but I feel like we should be learning from them, not regretting what happens or not dwelling on the past. I know this sounds so cheesy, but yeah. The next thing I wanted to talk about is I was listening to this podcast video. It was called Midnight Gospel. It's on Netflix. And it was episode 6 is what my roommate recommended to me, actually. And basically in this episode, it was talking about learning to be okay and learning to just go with the flow. Learning to let go of hope. Sometimes we just can't change the way the world is. That's not how the world works. What we can change is ourselves. We can't change how other people feel. We can't change how the world feels. We can only work on ourselves. So I feel in letting go of hope, in just being okay with stuff that is happening around you, you will be so free. In Buddhism, I was listening to this podcast, and they said suffering ultimately occurs when we wish things were different, or something like that. But basically what it means is that we should be okay with what is going on with ourselves right now. We need to learn to accept these feelings and not push them away. We need to learn that maybe this professor hates me, and that's okay. I'm gonna use this as a learning experience. I'm not going to hate them, I'm just going to be okay with it. And yeah, I think that's my spill. That's my spill for the day. Thank you for listening to me while I iron my clothes. And if you're still here, thank you for listening to me ramble. I really enjoyed doing this because it's just, like I said, a way for me to vent. So if you're still listening, I appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments. about this style of videos. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope that you're doing well now, and I hope this felt like a casual conversation, even though it was only me talking. But anyways, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great night. Goodbye.